FOMC Day news coming out. And it is just about that time. We should get some reaction coming. Z from MarketWizards.com and EMiniWizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. And that 59 zone seems to be the midpoint that a lot of traders are watching. We've talked about that earlier. Anyway, it's had a good day. Obviously, does not have to do a thing. If you find a trade you like, take advantage of it. And if not, who cares? We've had a great day today. And usually we're going to look for a few things, including actions and then reactions. So this is a chart that most people are going to watch, something without anything on it whatsoever, because they don't believe in indicators. They're not even looking at charts. They're just looking at order flow. And to that, of course, we say nonsense. You need to know where reaction zones may occur. And we think the big idea right now is 62 to 65 needs to hold for the short side. It's a 15-minute chart. And alongside, obviously, is already got a little momentum going from that push from 52s. And this can be construed as a profit-taking swing from that leg. And we had a lot of action prior to the news. Hoping this is not going to be a dud. You love to see action, and then you can get your reaction. Guys are funny. They're posting in the Slack room right now. Z for Zeke. You need to scale back and see enough room. If you don't have enough room, then you have no idea. You've got to be able to see the ideas like the tails that we showed and whatever. So it is the midpoint of that swing. So obviously the 57's right there. Make sure you paid something. If you are short. And your mind, try to relax your mind and let yourself feel the rhythm. Remember the 54.5? The 55, big idea we've talked about before. You're not going to get every trade right. You're just trying to get something. Currently, all we know is this is a swing, profit-taking swing from the longs at 52. And we're going to look at a couple of other ideas. Very, very important that you give markets time to establish a rhythm in a trade that makes sense. And currently, all we have is a move from the low to this high, this swing, and then back to the middle of that swing. And now the key is, can we stall that 62s to 64s? A lot of tails have been up here, not a lot of action up here. Even if you get a jam that knocks it out, we could still get a pullback. I'm going to go back to a couple other charts now and just show the things we're looking at. So this is the idea for now of where a lot of the range trade takes place. Here's the idea of the 62s to 64s as resistance for now until broken. And obviously, back here, that 52 that we have talked about, the same relationship down here, where this is our support zone. And so we're trading that range right now. Anybody wants to trade. And this is where traders sometimes get caught trying to be too aggressive. Still looking for home runs instead of a range trade, and then get a get a reaction from it. So that's our intraday. We're looking at this chart right here, saying the same basic idea here. Got all these tails. This is a 30-minute chart. Look at all these tails up above here. So that's why, in my mind, that idea there is our immediate resistance zone. And obviously our immediate support zone back down here, this part of the box. Have not spent a lot of time down here yet today either. So this is our current fighting box, and this is our current support. And this is our immediate resistance. I usually like to see a fed up move where going into the news, and even after, no matter what, see it move up, fed up move, and then get profits taken. So this is more normal range type trading, and should stay inside the box, and then once it moves into the next box, then you establish a next range. So currently right now, this dotted line here, we want to see that above or below. We've been paying attention to that today. And a very simple move off of the lows. It's come up, pull back, and retesting. Still not a lot of movement up here in this range. And the 52s have held so far. So, and you can see the tail here, not a lot of movement down here. So made the right call here to make sure you're paid before we get to the news. And that's a nice swing back to test the resistance zone. Here's our monthly. We're looking at this too. Support zone, resistance zone. Articulating that as 40 as the bottom and 80 as the top and the 60 in the middle. And we have not been able to keep the beach ball down in this box today, but we also have not been able to get it up here either. So pretty good conundrum today for traders expecting too much. And it's still an outside in type of day. Angels and demons. That 54.75 still triggering and holding for the long side. This is on a 15-minute basis, so we can see a little more room. But typically you can put that 10s or 5s or whatever. So these 64s, I want to see that hold for the short side. If we get back up to the 66 again, where the day opened, I think much more problematic for the shorts. And one of the things that I have posted into our room for our traders is this 56.5 should be something that's a next consideration. Pretty important, I think, right now. There's a bigger swing type chart we looked at earlier today. Still using that notion of this zone up here as the resistance. So anybody's taking a shot at a pullback trade for sure should never get beat on this trade. You scratch trailers if it comes back at you. And there's another way of looking at it. And we had said this morning we'd like the idea of the base in here trying to hold and push. And so far today, we've had, bounces have been sold. We started at the top, so theoretically contras to the day's push. And now the all-important conclusion of this rotation. What do we do here? And if you've taken one near this edge saying, I think this swing needs a pullback, you don't have to do anything other than just manage if you took that trade short. A lot of times you'll get stopped out on trailers just the way it is. But at least you made a little something, a little cheese there. And it seems like we've got that type of a, we had the gyrations early, and right now it's pretty quiet, pretty tame. So not overthinking this idea. We know this 55, 56 is going to be an important idea by definition.